Good morning. Welcome to Pathdays for Health and Health Administration. And this is our final spring 2021 Path Day. And we are here to talk about RIC transfer for Health and Health Administration students. And I'm happy to introduce Lucy Saunders and Sarah Riley from RIC, who are going to let you know about your transfer options. Good morning.
Good morning. I'll go ahead and get started. What we normally do is I will go through kind of the general information about Rhode Island College, admissions requirements, programs, and then we'll bring Sarah on to talk more specifically about majors and advising within this career path. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. So just some background about Rhode Island College. We are a full four-year liberal arts college, 5 different schools. We actually started back in 1854. We are the original public institution of higher education within the state of Rhode Island. We started just educating the state's teachers, but we've definitely evolved since then. What I am including here is kind of points of pride for each of our schools. I know that sometimes students are interested in one school, but are looking at some others, or just to give you kind of a general idea of what the college does and does best. Health sciences are kind of our bread and butter and some of the top majors on our campus as far as enrollment, and then even as far as outcomes. So School of Nursing, 100% pass rate on RN licensure in 2008, and consistently above the national average every year for students taking RN licensure. We have a full slate of master's programs that will lead to certifications beyond RN. So nurse practitioner, nurse anesthetist, acute care, and then also within our Faculty of Arts and Sciences, we have a wide slate of health science related programs, from general health sciences to licensure programs in things like medical imaging, medical laboratory science, so a wide slate of health related majors. Since we are remote right now, I thought I would give you some pictures of campus to get you kind of a sense of where you might be taking courses. On the left-hand side here is Gage Hall, which was a recently renovated facility. That's our primary arts and sciences facility. Craigley Hall is another arts and sciences, general education course facility, and the School of Nursing on the right-hand side. The bottom picture is our on-campus facility, and just above it is our Nursing Education Center, which is in downtown Providence. When students are in the clinical portion of their program, most of the courses would be run through that nursing education facility in downtown Providence. All right, so some information on majors that we have. I did reference health science earlier. This is the specific information. So our human services health science track is a non-certification career, but for students who know they want to work within the healthcare industry, but not specifically in a licensure area like nursing or radiologic technology. This program leads to different careers within the healthcare field. And I've listed some here: health informatics, delivery, advocacy, even things like health sales and consulting. And then we also have the medical laboratory sciences major. Students in the past few years have had 100% pass rate on the certification exam for clinical pathology. So we've had great success with students in this program. We do have a major in youth development as well. This is just kind of extra information for you. This major is unique in that it is an education-based major, but not a certification track. So it's more for students who are looking to ultimately work with youth in a different capacity, things like after-school programs, sports programs, community programs, things like that. And that earns you a bachelor's degree as well as a certificate in nonprofit studies. We have a full slate of medical imaging programs, X-ray, which is radiologic tech, nuclear medicine technology, ultrasound, MRI, and for any of you who are certified, RT, also certified radiologic technology, we do have completion bachelor's programs in RT management as well as CT. We have success rates for our students right here, and the students that do graduate from our program are highly employable and do have great success on their licensure exams. Another related healthcare field is community and public health, which is developing and running health education programs. So if you think about programs that focus on educating the public on different healthcare issues, and there are a wide variety that you'll see. This major allows for concentrations in public health, women's health, health and aging, so a variety of tracks you can go within this community and public health program. We also have a program in wellness and exercise science. So people interested in areas like personal training, strength and conditioning, sports medicine. These are the programs that'll get you the education component for any of those certifications that are available through the various national certification organizations. And I've listed a couple here. This program does include an internship experience and a practicum, so you will get that hands-on experience as part of the program. And then some other new programs that we have in the math department, data science, we have a concentration in journalism in our communication department. And a lot of times students like to add a minor to kind of enhance their major. If you have a very specific track that you're looking at, as far as a job after graduation, sometimes a minor can help you get that extra coursework to specialize a bit more, or even just another area of interest. So we have new minors within the psychology department and behavioral neuroscience. In the gender and women's studies department, we do have a queer studies minor. And then in the computer information systems and computer science department, we have a cybersecurity minor as well. Environmental studies is another relatively new program. Again, these majors are multidisciplinary, so they'll get you just your basic information in the field of environmental sciences, but it also is enhanced with different courses in different areas, and they lead to different careers that I've listed here, things like sustainability studies, outdoor education, recreation, agriculture. And then I've also added bachelor's to master's programs, which students tend to be interested in. What these programs are is with a satisfactory GPA, you can start your graduate school courses towards the end of your bachelor's program, which allows you to just have one extra year once you do earn that bachelor's to earn your master's degree. I did reference a little bit earlier of some of the hands-on and outside the classroom components for many of our majors, and that's something that we do stress often on our campus, that practical experience. So students do have many opportunities to do that. One of the things that I love about our school is that although we do have graduate programs, they're relatively small, which gives undergraduate students the opportunity to participate in research with our faculty members and gain that experience prior to earning their bachelor's degree, so that they do have something on their resume before they graduate. We have various study abroad and national student exchange opportunities. So study abroad, we've listed some of the most popular countries that we do partner with as far as placing students. National Student Exchange is a North American exchange, so it includes colleges and universities in the United States as well as Canada, and it allows students to exchange for a semester or 2 semesters. One of the highlights of that National Student Exchange program is that you still pay Rhode Island College tuition while participating in National Student Exchange. And study abroad does have multiple scholarship opportunities available to students as well. Internships, we talked about the internships available in some of our health-related majors. Most of our majors on campus either require, offer a practical experience component. In addition to that, our Career Development Center offers many opportunities for students to gain internships as well. Our general education program was fairly recently revised, and that was done in consultation with our professional community. So going back and gaining feedback from the employers in the area, asking them what they were looking for as far as essential skills in their workforce. And they came back with some great information that we were able to incorporate in our general education curriculum. Things like being able to write in your area of study, knowledge of a second language. Those are things that are incorporated in our general education core program. And then the Career Development Center, in addition to the internships, they offer various resources for students. Things like reviewing your resume, helping you prep for an interview. If you're looking at different careers and you want to kind of center yourself around an area, they can help you make those decisions, different job and internship fairs, and for students and alumni as well. So even after you earn your degree with us, you are welcome to come back and utilize the resources of our Career Development Center. All right, so information on scholarships. So we do have a couple of different scholarships that are available to our transfer students. The first being the Transfer Scholar Award. This scholarship is a combination of academic and need-based scholarships. So for this Transfer Scholar Award, you would have to complete a FAFSA to be eligible, and you would have to have a 3.25 minimum GPA at CCRI. Combination of those, and the awards do range from $2,000 to $5,000. So there is a wide variety of ranges of awards for that Transfer Scholar Award. If you are the child or grandchild of a RIC alum, we do have alumni awards available, and that information is available on our website. The RIC Foundation as well offers a large number of scholarships and awards to students. Those are funded by our generous alumni, our donors, and the criteria for those really do range. The people who fund those awards do work with our foundation to set up specific criteria. It could be based on major, it could be based on the city you come from, it could be based on other information in your background. So there really is a wide variety of awards available through the RIC Foundation. In addition to those, we have the College Honors Program, which is for students transferring in with at least a 3.5 GPA. That honors program has two different components. First being honors-specific general education courses, which are typically between 12 and 15 students, allows for more roundtable discussion, going more in depth into topics. And then the second piece is departmental honors, in which you partner with a faculty member in your academic major department and work on a project with them, whether it be research, a presentation, any other type of project. You present that at graduation. There's usually a symposium and a poster session for students to be able to present the work that they've done in the departmental honors portion of the program. And other little things involved with college honors. If you're living on campus, there's honors specific housing, different research opportunities and conferences that are open to you. And there are scholarships available through the college honors program. And then various others, depending on your major. Different departments do have awards available to students. Some are available as a student coming in, but most are awarded to students who have an established GPA at Rhode Island College. So the academic awards that you get coming in aren't necessarily the ones that you might be awarded additional awards as you progress and maintain a good GPA at Rhode Island College. All right, admission requirements. So I like to make the distinction between the transfer student and the first year student first. It's not that just that you're transferring from another institution that makes you a transfer student. It's actually based on the number of credits that you've earned at your previous institution, in this case, the Community College of Rhode Island. So in order to be considered a transfer student, you have to have earned at least 24 credits at your previous schools. And have at least a minimum 2.0 GPA. Now, if you have fewer than 24 earned credits, that doesn't mean that your credit is not transferable to Rhode Island College. It absolutely is. We have a very strong transfer agreement with the Community College of Rhode Island. It just means that you would also have to submit your high school information as part of the application process. But once you hit that 24 earned credits, you just need to submit your college information. So components of a transfer application would just be the common application, which is available through links on our admissions website or directly through www.commonapp.org. It is a $50 application fee, but there is an option within Common App to request a waiver. So if you do feel like it's a hardship for you to be able to pay that $50 application fee, it's easy to request a waiver through Common App. That's no problem. We do require official transcripts from all colleges that you've attended. So Community College of Rhode Island. And if there are any other colleges that you've attended in addition to CCRI, we do need those original official transcripts as well. No essay or recommendations required with a transfer application. And for deadlines, the next deadline coming up is the fall application deadline, which is June 1st. The FAFSA deadline for financial aid is going to be April 15th. And then for spring, that application for spring 2022 is going to open up at the end of the summer, usually in early August. So you'll be able to start completing applications for the spring at that time. And the final deadline for spring application is going to be November 15th. And it's the same deadline for financial aid to have your FAFSA submitted. Once you do submit that common application, keep an eye out in the email that you indicated on your application for admission. You're going to be receiving login information for what's called MyRIC. MyRIC is our online portal where you're able to check the status of your application and follow it throughout the process. You'll be able to see when we've received transcripts. When we make a decision, you'll be able to see that in your MyRIC account. We do also notify students through email and through snail mail, but the fastest way to get your decision is right on that MyRIC portal. As soon as we make a decision, it'll pop up there. Once you are accepted, on that MyRIC portal, you'll be able to enroll. We do keep an accepted students checklist on the main page of our transfer website. It's ric.edu/transfer. Right there at the top of the page, you will see a checklist about next steps to kind of walk you through all of those steps between your acceptance and the start of classes. Once you pay that deposit, that MyRIC portal turns into a Rhode Island College student portal. So you'll be able to do everything a new RIC student can do. You would register for your orientation session. You can access your RIC email. Once your advisor is assigned, you'll be able to see that information. And once you finish with your orientation and meet with an advisor, you'll be able to register for your first semester classes. Orientation for this summer is going to be primarily online. It's a combination of live and self-directed sessions. They're possibly thinking about doing some on-campus stuff, but for now it is going to be fully online. But classes for the fall have been verified that they will be on campus, although we will be maintaining a large online component for students that still do prefer taking online courses. There will be a variety available to you. And that's it for this piece of the presentation. I'll go ahead and turn it over to Sarah to go through the specifics of the majors within this pathway.
Thank you, Lucy. So in your presentation, you actually covered a lot of the different majors and programs available for students in this pathway. So I think that was a great preview of different academic programmatic choices that students can make. So what I'll do is I'll show you through the RIC website where to find more information about these programs. So as a transfer advisor to Community College of Rhode Island students, I help you think about and make academic choices. So majors and programs, adding a minor, double majoring, course selection, how things transfer, the RIC experience. So what I want to do in this presentation is show you via our website where you can find some more information to make informed academic decisions. If you know for certain that you want to major in X, Y, or Z, I think the simplest place to go is here in the academics tab, at the very bottom of the red tab here, under degrees and programs, majors and programs. This is an alphabetized list of all of our available majors. Most of these majors can also be minors as well, and there are additional minors at the bottom of this list. There's two sets of information on this particular page about your major. So I'm going to use nursing as an example here. So say you know for certain you want to be a nursing major at Rhode Island College. You can click on the link here and be taken directly to the department webpage, and I'll give you a tour of department web pages in just a moment. But the specific piece to this undergraduate majors and programs list come in these map icons here. So there are several different pathways for a bachelor's degree of nursing at Rhode Island College. Relevant to CCRI students would be the traditional bachelor's of nursing pathway or the RN to BSN pathway. So if you graduate CCRI with your associates in nursing, you have that RN licensure, you would be an RN to BSN student. You can click on this map icon here, not that one apparently, and be taken to a map or a checklist of required courses. So the updated checklist for the RN to BSN is available on the webpage. I'll show you that in just a moment. So this is a checklist for the general nursing major, the BSN program. If you do not have RN licensure, this is the path you would follow. On the first page, you're given a checklist of courses for the major. You'll notice the majority of these courses are nursing courses. And there is a list that lists cognates here. So cognates in biology, chemistry, and psychology. These asterisks next to the course titles indicate there are prerequisites for these courses. So if you wanted to use this sheet to learn more about the prerequisites, what courses you would need in order to transfer over credit, say for anatomy or microbiology, human development, then you can scroll down to the second page and forward, and it'll give you a list semester by semester of course requirements for the BSN program. Now, these semester timelines, this assumes a first year start, so it doesn't assume transfer credit. What you could do is match your transfer credit to the CCRI, to the courses that are required here. So if you have, for instance, Psychology 2010, General Psychology at CCRI, you have transfer credit for Psychology 110 Intro to Psych at Rhode Island College. There's self-service options at the ric.edu/transfer page for figuring out transfer credit, and I can also help students, as well as Lucy, figure out transfer credits as well. So you can take a look for more detail about prerequisites for courses and order of courses to take on the additional pages to the roadmap. If you're just looking for a checklist of courses to get an idea about what courses make up a major, just the first page will do. So this is a very direct and specific way of gaining information about academic requirements for a major. If you click on, like I said earlier, the name of the major itself, you're taken directly to the web page. Where it's very useful in looking at the department webpage is for contact information, but also information about the major itself. So if you want some more information about what's the nursing major like, what are the opportunities, what's the application process like, or the secondary admissions process like for nursing, you can contact the top right corner, any department webpage, and I'll show you another example as well so you can kind of get a feel for the format. We'll have contact information. So School of Nursing is an entire school unto itself. So there's deans, associate deans. As undergraduates, Dr. Claire Creamer would be the person you would speak to. So you'll have Dr. Creamer's information here, as well as a phone number to contact if you'd like to leave a voicemail message or speak to a staff member who may be on campus at the moment. If you're still a little unsure and are just looking for some more information about the major, there are some really good links to the left on every single department webpage that will give you more information about the program. Now, nursing is a large program at Rhode Island College, so there's several different levels of academics within this school. As undergraduates, you'd be pursuing Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. You can view application information. So the basic baccalaureate, that's the BSN, the RN to BSN program. So that link was a little retired earlier. Here's more information for the RN to BSN program. You can take a look at the requirements for admissions, what the admission process looks like for the RN to BSN program, how the School of Nursing advises frequently asked questions. There's specific contact information for this program. So the department web pages really have a host of information that will help you understand academic requirements. Another piece that each department has is a link here, mission, vision, and values. Sometimes this is called program goals, vision statement, learning outcomes. outcomes. So there's different ways to label this particular page on a department website. But the value in this is to be able to match up what the program or what the department values are or the outcomes are to what your personal goals are. So if you're still a little unsure about nursing, let's say, you can go to this particular page and read through their mission, their vision, their values, read a detailed description about the program. If this sounds like a good fit for you, then continue to pursue that program. Take some courses at CCRI, contact the undergraduate chair, look at the website a little more, find out what their experiential learning is like. So that's their simulation program. What have some students accomplished? There's support for students. There's an additional page on this particular program for program and learning goals. So this school separates those two out. There's a lot of really good information on the department webpage. If you still want to explore a little more, so you don't have necessarily an idea of this major or that major, there's one more place that you can go. At the top in the gray, if you click on current students, under the academic resources, our very first academic resource, academic advising. For students, because you're a student seeking information about a particular major, school, program, list of department chairs and program directors. So nursing is pretty straightforward. For the health and health administration pathways, healthcare administration, straightforward. If you want to think about other programs, so Lucy had mentioned wellness and exercise, the various health and health pathways under our biology programs. This list is a different organization. It's organized by schools. And under the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, I'll just highlight this one as an example. Under the biology department, you'll see different kinds of health science programs, medical imaging, health sciences, there's clinical lab science as well. So you can see different kinds of programs under departments listed here as you scroll through, so that it gives you more of a bird's eye view. And then if you're interested in, say, what the health sciences can offer, you can click on that link and be brought to more information about, say, for instance, our dental hygiene completion program or our medical laboratory science program, and continue to tour the website for more information. And there will always be contact information available here to reach out to someone, ask some questions, schedule an appointment. We're a very transfer-friendly campus. Our faculty and our staff are always willing to have a conversation with you to highlight their points of pride in their department and to talk to you about making that transfer to Rhode Island College. I know we're running a little bit short on time, so I'll just go to one more place here. Under the faculty staff directory in the About section, if you have questions about transferring to RIC, if you're thinking about course selection, program selection, majors, minors, you can find my contact information on this directory right about here. So this is me. I am a wonderful silhouette at the moment. Email is the best way to reach me, but you can also leave a voicemail message, and I'd be happy to connect with you as you're planning your future transfer a year or so ahead to Rhode Island College. I'd be glad to help you.
Great. Thank you so much, both Lucy and Sarah, for that wonderful information about transferring to RIC through our health and health administration pathway. We're going to wrap up this session. I'm so glad that we were able to share your contact information for anyone watching this in recording. And I'd like to just give a plug for our Spring 2021 Virtual Job Fair that is being hosted on Handshake next week, April 14th from 1 to 4 p.m. And you can find that using the full URL that is on your screen right now, or you can just search Career Services or Virtual Job Fair on the CCRI webpage for this virtual job fair and any in successive semesters to come. And if it is still April 8th, when you are watching this recording. You can find out more about the rest of today's programming by visiting our webpage at ccri.edu/pathways and pathdays. Thank you again for being with us today. Everyone have a great day.